Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the Makartt Your Nail Lab monthly subscription box for the first time this year. This is their January box and I'm super excited because this box is actually a collaboration with one of my nail friends. So if you haven't seen this box anywhere yet, post it. This is a collaboration with Nailed by Brandy. She's one of my nail friends. She's super sweet. I'm honestly so proud of her and I'm just so happy that she had this opportunity. We talk all the time, Instagram DM, and she's just an overall sweetheart. Over on the back here, she does have a little message which you can pause to read if you would like to. I've already read it off camera. And so if you couldn't already tell, this box is going to be winter themed. Something she mentioned on her channel all the time is how she loved the color blue or like a turquoise. So yeah, she curated all these products and there are different versions of this box. There's a polygel box and there is also an acrylic one. But before I start getting into all of that, I'm just going to start by unboxing everything. Starting with these full cover nail tips. So I love doing the Femi Beauty method, so I love that these were included. I also love the length of them. I feel like you can never go wrong with some full cover nails. You can do the press or the gel X method, or you can do some easy and really fast press-ons. So yeah, this is an overview of everything else inside of my box, and firstly I just love how everything is already going together. Because like recently their boxes have not been matching and a lot of people haven't really been liking them, but for this box I really do love how she curated everything and everything just matches so nice. So the second two products I'm going to show are some gel polishes. One of them is a white gel liner, which is perfect for nail art. Then also there's this shimmery blue gel polish here. It's so pretty and reflective. It has a really nice sort of like a bluish greenish shimmer iridescent look to it. It's super pretty in person. My camera never does these items justice, but this color is so pretty. It gave me like Frozen or like mermaid vibes. It's so pretty, and it also fits the spring sort of vibe. Like I just get spring vibes from it, and also like winterish. Like I said, it does give me like Frozen vibes. The next item I'm gonna show is a 1 ounce jar of raw glitters. It's super pretty, and this color here is called Dove. It's like white iridescent. It reflects pinkish, sort of purplish, blue greenish, iridescent little glitters. They have some hearts, some octagons, some cutout hearts, and just a lot of little different sequin pieces. I feel like the hearts will look so pretty on a Valentine's Day nail set. So getting to the next thing, we do have a grid of snowflakes. So I do feel like people would probably rather use snowflakes during like Christmas time, but January and February it is still winter time, so I do feel like you are still able to use these. And I'm super happy because I wanted some white snowflakes so badly, and surprisingly I don't have any, so I was happy that I had some white ones, like just plain white. We also had some pretty gold ones. I've never seen gold snowflakes, so those were really pretty. And then also we had some like iridescent shimmers, one that looks a little bit more bluer, and then the other one it kind of gives off a little bit more of a multicolor. We also have some rhinestones in here, and these are so pretty as well. They also give me mermaid vibes. The rhinestones, you get a lot of different sizes and they reflect sort of like a bluish, greenish, and purple color. Now for this box I did get the polygel version. So whenever we was talking, she told me that she wanted them to give me the acrylic box, but either way I'm fine with it. I think my nails turned out super pretty and I love these colors. Recently in my videos I feel like I've been doing a lot of acrylic nails, so it was actually nice to like just not do acrylic for this video and just go back to something I haven't tried in a while. So yeah, we get two blue polygels, and here is the first one. It's a really pretty glitter, and I usually swatch these at the end, but since I went ahead and opened it, I'm just gonna swatch it as I go so I won't have to backtrack. So yeah, this is the first color. It's super pretty and glittery. The next one here is called Morning Glory, and it's a really pretty blue shade. Like I said, her favorite color is blue, so of course we have a blue themed winter box, which I think fits this entire theme of the box super well, and especially since it's still winter time, like everything just goes together so perfectly to me. And here's how that blue color looks. It's super vibrant. I love it so much. And now going back to this gel polish here, I'm gonna swatch it on a swatch stick so that you guys can see how it looks. I will not be swatching the white because it's just white, and you already know how that looks. But I will say for the white liner gel, the consistency is so good. In my opinion, it's really nice for nail art. It has a really nice thickness to it, and the brush is also really nice as well. I did end up using it for today, so you will see how I incorporate it into my nail set later on in the video. So this is how this gel polish is looking. It went on very smooth, and I just love the shimmers in it. It kind of reminds me of the gel polishes and polygel from the Mariposa kit. I went ahead and cured the first layer. I wanted to see how it would look with the second, so I cured it for 30 seconds and I added another layer, and this is how it looks. Still super pretty. Just gave it a little bit more opaque look to it. And yeah, that was everything I got in my box. Like I said, there are different versions of this box. You can get a polygel version, you can get an acrylic version. I do think there are also like 2 different versions of those 2 different boxes. I'm not sure, but if you are interested in checking this out or resubscribing, I will leave the Your Nail Lab box website down below for you to go ahead and sign up. These boxes are $35 a month, which you can cancel at any time. So yeah, congratulations again to Brandy. I'm super proud of her. But let's just go ahead and jump right into the nails. So I've already applied my peel off base off camera. I was really struggling on a design. I didn't know if I wanted to use the full cover nail tips that came inside of the box or my favorite tips from Crafts by 9. And I honestly wanted to do something very simple, so I firstly was gonna go with the lazy girl method or the Femi Beauty method, but sometimes when you do that method, I feel like there are limited things you can do, so I just end up going with some nail tips, and these are my favorite 3X nail tips from Crafts by 9. They're always linked down below, and I just went ahead and picked out my sizes and also applied them with my Kara Sky Stick It nail glue. Once I've applied them, I also went ahead and cut them down to my desired length. I just know I wanted to do something long, so I did keep them sort of long. And now I'm taking my Kara Sky Beyond Pro nail drill and about 4,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to remove the shine from my nail tips. Now when I first started doing my nails, I would add this step into my nail routine religiously, but like as I grow, I realized you don't really need to do this step. Although removing the shine from the nail tips just help remove that shiny surface, and it helps the gel polish or the polygel just adhere better, because since it is shiny, it may have like some problems lifting or it may not cure as nice. But since I pop my nails off because I have so much content to film, filing the shine from the nails, I just usually would skip that step. But for some reason, I just wanted to add that in here this video. So yeah, this is where we're at right now, and I went ahead and applied my UV protection gloves because since I am doing polygel, I will be popping my hand into the light quite often, so I do want to go ahead and protect my skin. So for this design, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I've waited almost a half a day. I usually like to start filming my content kind of early because since it is daylight saving time, it gets dark pretty quickly. And it just feels so late to me. My lighting kind of gets weird and I may not be able to take nicer pictures. So it did take me a while to start. I was just trying to figure out something I would want to do. I couldn't really think of nothing. I felt like I was starting to stress myself out. But I just went ahead and sat at the table. I was just like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I don't know how this entire set is going to look. I'm not going to envision an entire set. I'm just gonna envision each nail one by one and just see how it turns out. So for my pinky, I did have to retry it because I added too much white in the first try. And as you can see, I am doing a marble using that white gel liner and the 2 different polygels. And I know it looks a mess right now. It's definitely a trust the process type of video. But I just put the polygel on the nail, not too much because I will have to encapsulate this. And I took a dotting tool, I dipped that into some rubbing alcohol, which I also use for my slip solution. And I went ahead and swirled that around, being really careful not to mix the colors too much. Since both colors were blue, it's kind of hard to get like that really marbled look because they're just gonna blend into each other. But that's what I really loved about how this nail turned out. It wasn't too marbly and it also wasn't just like a plain nail sitting there, so it kind of gave it like a different look to it. I really love how it turned out. Once I finish swirling that polygel on there, I'll take in my brush and I'm just smoothing it out and just spreading it to the rest of the nail, making sure to keep the sides in and also get around the cuticle area. And once I finish smoothing that polygel out, once I'm satisfied, I go ahead and cure. So after I cured this nail, I was thinking I want to add a little bit more of a glittery look to it, and so I really wanted to try this raw glitter from Makartt. It also came in the box. So since I've already cured these nails, I will need to apply some base coat on top of it so I can have something to stick the glitters into. I'm just going to be adding a few pieces. Once I started to apply it, I just end up going for like that sort of like swirly-esque design of glitter going down the nail. I really love that look. Whenever you see me add glitter to my nail like this, it's most likely gonna be in this as swirly type pattern, unless it's like an ombre or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna be adding on the glitters. I make sure to add on a few bigger hearts and also 2 smaller ones just to kind of even it out. Once I'm satisfied with the placement, I'll go ahead and cure for 30 seconds in the light. So once I was done with the pinky, I decided to do the same thing on my index nail. It's not intentional, but I have realized like whenever I think of a design, whatever I do on my pinky, I end up doing it on my pointer finger as well. I think it's because it just kind of evens out the nail set, and that way I'm able to do like an accent nail or like a different nail on the 2 middle ones, and so they're not all the same. But I do feel like the pinky and index being the same type of design, it just kind of makes the nail flow a little bit nicer. For this nail, I did add a little bit too much white gel polish, so you see me right here take my brush and just kind of remove some of it. Since I'm doing that same process, I'm gonna speed it up and let it play out so you guys can just watch it happen. And I will be back once I finish adding all my glitters. So now moving on to the next nail, this is my ring finger, and I just decided to do a full coverage glitter because I kind of have this look in mind. This is inspo from someone on Instagram. Whenever I get further in the design, I will be showing you a picture of the inspo that I was thinking about, but for now I'm just putting a line of this glitter polygel all the way down the nail, and then I just start to apply it to the entire nail. I feel like this application of this one was so satisfying because it just looks so easy, so fast and simple, and it has a lot to do with the consistency of this polygel. Makartt has the best polygel consistency in my opinion. I do love a firmer polygel, as you guys already know, but if you are new here watching, I do feel like firmer polygels are easier to use. That way you can pat it in place and it won't move unless you want it to move. Compared to like a thinner polygel or something that's softer, you will have to do a lot of patting and it just may not cooperate with you as you would like to. So that's why Makartt's polygel is always the best to me. And I do have a discount code that you guys can use, which is linked down below. So once I finished adding on a very thin layer of the glitter polygel, I got the idea to add on this sort of like this jelly gel polish, which is also from Makartt. Even though this glitter polygel is super pretty, I felt like it just wasn't as blue and vibrant as I wanted it to be. So adding on this sheer color kind of gave it sort of like the vibrantness from the other polygel, but it also still have those glitters. As you see, I'm kind of wiping off a lot of the excess. I just wanted a very thin layer. So once I added a very thin layer of that, I went ahead and cured, and now I'm going to be adding on some snowflakes. So again, I'm adding some base coat where I want my snowflakes to be. And this part was kind of annoying because I had a really hard time getting these snowflakes to stick. At first I did try to bend them, but once I put them on the nail, it kind of feels like I just bent them too much and they still weren't able to lay down. So just one by one, I had to use like my little silicone light, and I love to use this light. It's really easy to encapsulate and flatten down sequin pieces like this, but whenever I do like press it down on there, it's kind of like it kind of pushes like this surrounding gel polish, and it creates like a little puddle. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you kind of see like in the first one, it just kind of leaves like a little ring around where the imprint of the silicone tool was. But I didn't really stress it because I still have to encapsulate the nails, so it would just kind of be underneath the polygel and you wouldn't be able to tell since it is clear. So I just went ahead and continue adding all my snowflakes, and I'm just adding them at the top. I did do a total of 4 snowflakes on this nail. And I did just want to say, if you are still here watching, I want to thank you so much for being with me on today's video. If you are enjoying the video, please make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are enjoying the video and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you're feeling generous, make sure to leave a comment down below. I will be trying to like and reply to all of you guys' comments. So yeah, this is how that nail is turning out, and as you can see, like a little bit on the left side of it, it kind of has like a big bulge on the side, and that's what I was talking about when I said this silicone tool just kind of pushes the gel polish and it cures like that. It's super annoying, but it does help the sequin pieces lay down flat, so I'm able to encapsulate. Now moving on to my last nail that I'm going to show on camera, I'm starting by applying that Morning Glory polygel to the lower half of my nail. I will be doing an ombre, adding the glitter nail on top. This first layer that I'm adding was a little bit too thin, so once I finish, you will see me go ahead and add a second layer. If I did keep that part in, I'm not sure at the moment, but I did add 2 thin layers of this blue color so that it was a little bit more opaque. I did cure for 30 to 60 seconds in between each layer, but for these layers I do think it was just 30 seconds since it was kind of thin. But when you do have a thicker layer of polygel, you want to make sure to cure it for at least 60 seconds so that you don't have any uncured polygel like inside or underneath the surface, because once you start to file, it will be really gummy and you will just have a hard time filing. You'll have holes in your nails, and that is not a fun thing to try to go back and fix. So make sure you are curing your polygel for a decent amount of time, at least 60 seconds. So yeah, right here, like I said, I'm just adding on a second layer, blending that up, and then once I finish, I'm gonna cure again and add on my glitter, bring it down until I'm satisfied with it. And again, since I just went ahead and explained it, I'm gonna let the rest of this part play out. I really hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Once I've done adding all my glitters, here's what it looks like. I did add it a little bit lower than what I was gonna do. I just felt like bringing it down made the nail look a little bit more nicer. But yeah, this is the base for my nails. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thumb off camera for a reel for Instagram, and I went ahead and encapsulated as well. And I still have to encapsulate all of my other nails, but I did decide to do that off camera. To encapsulate, I am using my Makartt clear, but as you can see, it's super low, and I just felt like I was gonna be struggling the entire time trying to get it out. So I just went ahead and encapsulated everything off camera very quickly. Now it's time to file the nails, so I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol to remove that tacky layer, and I'm gonna go in and start to hand file first. Like I always say, when I'm showing my process of me filing doing polygel nails, it's easier to me to file with a hand file, just because it's a lot easier to control, and polygel is a lot easier to file, so you don't want to file off too much. I just feel like you have a lot more control within hand file. But if the nails are like really thick and bumpy, you can just go ahead and debulk with the e-file and then just finish off with the hand file, if that makes sense, or just do whatever's best for you. But in my case, I do love to use the 8080 grit nail file whenever I file my polygel. And I just go ahead and get the sides. I go over the surface and a little bit around the cuticle of what I can. I will also be using my e-file to just debulk the nails a little bit further, because I did feel like they were a little bit too thick. So you will see me just go over the surface, not really trying to like get out certain humps and lumps in the nail, just to kind of lower the entire surface of the nail, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this part finish playing out. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the video, and I'll be back once I'm done filing my nails. How satisfying was that? I really love watching that part play out. But here we are, all filed, and I went ahead and washed my hands, and also I finished up my thumb for my Instagram reel. If you are not following me over on Instagram, please make sure to go ahead and do so. But since I still have this white liner gel out, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue doing that same design, because I'm gonna be doing that same thing I did on my thumb or on my ring finger. So I said when I got further into the nail set, I was gonna pop up a picture of the inspo I was recreating. So here is the picture. I think these nails are super pretty, and she always does some amazing nails. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you definitely need to. She has some really nice inspo, really nice work, and she's such a nice person. But yeah, I'm going to be recreating this on this nail right here. I'm just perfecting that smile line look, and using this gel liner was so easy to achieve that. And once I bring it down just a little bit, I'm just going to be creating some icicles at the end and falling down into the rest of the nail. Once I was satisfied with it, I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds in my light. Now moving on to one of the last steps I'm going to be doing, I wanted to add some bling here on my ombre nail just to kind of add a little bit more into this nail set. So I am taking my diamond glue gel. I forget where this is from every time, but I will have it linked down below. I love it. It works really good. I just put some right in the center of where I want my rhinestone placement to be, and then on top of that, I'm gonna go over it with some of my glossy top coat from Crafts by 9. Just so that I won't have to try to go around the stones, I just go ahead and apply it on top and just cure everything into that gel. So I do have some pearls, I have some light blue rhinestones, and then I also have some clear rhinestones. I felt like pearls would look really nice with this winter icy look. Also, I feel like the blue rhinestones also added a nice touch, and I wasn't really sure how I was gonna do the placement, but since I had all circle rhinestones, it just kind of fell into place just to do like a 2-1-2-1 type design, and I really loved it. It was really simple, but I feel like it tied very nicely into the set. So yeah, once I finish, I'm gonna make sure they're all straight and lined up, and then I'm going to be curing this in place. So once I had that one cured, I'm moving on to the other nails, and I'm just going to be adding some pearls around the cuticle area. But first, I do go ahead and top it off with some top coat and just cure the pearls into that wet gel. For this one, I did go with a bigger size, but once I got to my pinky, I did use a smaller size, and then I just decided I love the smaller size better, so you will see me add on a bigger size here and then a smaller size on my pinky. But off camera, I did go back and remove these here and add some smaller sizes. I love these pearls in this design. For some reason, I just feel like it's so soft and cute. It just matches so well. But yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing, just adding some simple cuticle pearls to these nails. And then once I finish, I'm going to go over my last nail with top coat. I'm going to cure, and I will be back to show you guys what the finished nails look like. So I did go ahead and add my cuticle oil off camera this time, and here's what the finished nails look like. I absolutely love how these turned out, and whenever I was done, I was just so happy because I've been stressing all day about not knowing what to do or not even like knowing how to start. But I love how these nails turned out so much, and I really love all of the items that was in Nailed by Brandy's curated Your Nail Lab box collaboration. I will leave her channel down below. I know she did an unboxing of the polygel version and the acrylic version, so I will leave her channel down below for you guys to check her out and show her some love. She also just hit 10,000 subscribers, so congratulations on that as well. One thing I did love about this set is like, even though this is a winter box, I feel like people usually do like winter type designs around Christmas. But since it is still like the season of winter, it doesn't look too wintry, but it also still makes sense, if that makes any sense. I really love the glitter in this nail set. I was really satisfied at how my marble nails turned out, and also the ring finger, that one was just like so cute. I cannot pick a favorite. So yeah, again, here's an overview of everything I got in my Your Nail Lab box and Nailed by Brandy collaboration. I really enjoyed this box. Once again, congratulations. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.